Hello truck drivers, this is Trucking Life with Sean. Today I want to talk to you about some important things. I want to talk to you about trucker preparedness. There's a lot of trucking videos out there and a lot of trucking videos I've got there, but I haven't really touched on being prepared as a trucker, and that's something very important. Number one, let's go over a few things. Number one, you want to have a week's worth of food with you. Non-perishable foods, canned foods, whether it's ramen noodles, spaghetti, meatballs, whatever you eat. You want to make sure you've got at least a week's worth of food in your truck, because you never know what's going to happen. Back when COVID was going on, they shut down a lot of the truck stops. You could get fuel, but you couldn't get inside the truck stop for food. That was a problem. So you don't ever know when anything like that's going to happen. Not to mention that you could get snowed in. Your truck could break down on the side of the road. The other day I was out I'm in Georgia right now, but the other day I was out in Utah, and me and my wife was going across a 109-mile stretch of road. Now during that stretch, I didn't have cell phone service. I didn't have nothing. Now I did have a satellite that I could communicate with my company, but let's say you didn't have that and you broke down, you'd literally be out there for a while, until somebody come and basically stop to help you out or could call someone. So you want to make sure you've got plenty of water. Plenty of water in your truck. I'd say a week's worth of water, a week's worth of food. That's the first thing. The second thing you want to have is you want to have some extra blankets. These are things you might not think about, but if your heat goes out, you want to have extra blankets in the truck. That way you can stay warm. You're up there, winters can be bad. You never know where you're going to be, so have a sleeping bag, have a couple extra blankets with you. Be prepared. Also, you may come across an accident and there may be somebody that needs some of your blankets, so that way you may give a couple blankets away, but you still have a couple. So have a couple throwaway blankets in the back, just in case you run across an accident and somebody may need it, because you're going to run across accidents out there. Speaking of accidents, you want to make sure you have a first aid kit. It's very important, drivers, to keep a good first aid kit on there. Not just a surgical kit, but you want to have stuff like your regular basic needs. You're going to get headaches, you're going to need goodie powders. I mean, I've been out there and I've had a toothache that was throbbing, and I was out in the middle of nowhere, and I thank God that I had some goodie powders. You want to have that. You want to have that toothache medicine, something that can numb your mouth in case something happens. Peroxide, antibacterial cream, whatever you can, Neosporin. You want to have these type of things. Pepto-Bismol, I keep that on my truck. You go across, you get something that's going to upset your stomach, you'll be happy if you have some Pepto-Bismol. Dramamine. I've gotten so nauseous I had to pull over, and I was throwing up all night and all day the next day. I couldn't drive, but I wish I'd had some Dramamine so I could have just pulled over, went to sleep, got a good night's sleep, and knocked it off. So make sure you have little things you're going to need. Make sure you keep extra soap with you, extra shampoo, anything you can keep that's extra in the truck. Toilet paper. All right, drivers, toilet paper is very important. I think I talked about this in another video about you may run across bathrooms, and their bathrooms are abundant. You can find them, but they ain't always got toilet paper in them. So keep your roll of toilet paper in case you need it. Also, get you a honey bucket, they call it. Like I have one. I have a 5-gallon bucket I bought at Cabela's. Has a toilet seat lid on it, and also it comes with these toilet bags. They're called double duty, and what it is a real thick garbage bag that goes inside that bucket. So if you have to do number 2, you can, but when you do it, you can also, it's hard to explain. It's like a Ziploc bag, goes around that, pulls up and seals off, so it doesn't leak, guaranteed not to leak. You can dispose of it easy. You ain't got to worry about getting it messy in your truck or nothing like that. So because there's going to be times you think, I will never do it in a bucket. The times you wish you had that bucket, drivers. Keep that in mind. That's also one important thing to have. There's a lot of things. Let's talk about an atlas. You want to keep an atlas in your truck, a good road atlas. Your GPSs will fail. Technology breaks. If you get a road atlas, get the laminate kind. I like the laminate kind because you can use a dry erase marker, and you can go and you can do your route with a dry erase marker and find out where you're going to stop at. Very important. Also, there's been times where I had nothing to write down, but I had a dry erase marker, so I used that to write little directions on my little side windshield. So whenever on my driver's window, whenever I pass that intersection, I can just mark it off with my finger and I keep up with where I'm at. That's another little trick that us truckers can use. So keep a couple dry erase markers on there. Always have chains in your truck if you're going out west. In the wintertime, another good thing to have is some cat litter. Keep you some cat litter in your truck. If you go anywhere you're getting stuck, that cat litter, not for pooping drivers, the cat litter is to put out there and it helps melt the ice. You can put it under your tires so you can get a better grip so you can get out of the situation. So it's good to have a little cat litter on your truck. There's a million and one things that I could go over that I can explain. These are just some things off the top of my head. Hand sanitizer. I always keep hand sanitizer with me, not just because of COVID, but there's just a lot of nasty germs out there. When you go in, anytime you go inside the truck stop or you feel you want to come back inside and you want to make sure that you wash your hands. Clothing. You want to make sure that you've got warm clothing and clothing for the summertime. You're going to be in places that are hot. The other day I was in the Rocky Mountains last week. It was 20-something degrees. I'm going to Miami tomorrow. It's going to be hot. So I've got, not only do I got to have winter clothes, but I got to have warm clothes. So you got to keep up with your clothing. You want to keep an extra pair of gloves. You want to get you a good pair of boots. Keep those in the truck. Extra pair of shoes, tennis shoes and boots. I have a pair of tennis shoes and I have my boots. So rain jacket. Get you a rain jacket. That's also very good to have, or a little small umbrella. Drivers, a lot of things I can go over. Those are just a few things. The main important thing is being prepared. If you got some value out of this, hit the like button. If you're wanting more tips on trucking, subscribe to my channel. I try to provide a channel that will teach you truckers how to succeed and how to go forward in life as a trucker. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, leave me a comment. I will respond back to you. Let me know if you have any other videos you'd like to see. And be safe out there, truckers. I'll see you next time.